Hi, everybody. Here is Henrique from another Entra no Digital, this time in English, our first time for everything. And we are here with Alessio. Luis Henrique will talk more about Alessio and why he is here talking about technology with us. We are with Felipe Gondin, is a friend who created our logo in Blusoft, a big friend, and is a partner of Alessio. And Luis Henrique is our international head in Blusoft and will be the MC today. Okay, Luis, go.
Yes, of course. Hello, guys. It's a great pleasure to be here and to help you like this. I should introduce first Alessio. Alessio Aceti is founder and CSO of Disruptive Academy, also founded Sabata Security after management position in Kaspersky. He started there in 2012 as a member of the pre-sales team and became VP New Business in 2018, covering global business development of innovative solutions like fraud prevention based on machine learning and artificial intelligence, industrial cybersecurity, blockchain-based projects, ICO and cryptocurrency exchange platform protection, and transportation security with focus on automotive. Is that right?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. We've got some questions. We should start with the first one, right, Henrique?
Yes, please.
Okay. The first question goes like this. So we want to know what you've been doing lately.
Oh, sure. Guys, first of all, thank you for having me here. It's really a pleasure for me. And sorry that I don't speak any Portuguese, so we have to do it in English. Yes, why I'm here, or actually also because of Felipe that you already mentioned. He is my good friend, and as you said, I was responsible for innovation in Kaspersky, so in a large cybersecurity company, trying to move a traditional business into something new. And then one day I met Felipe in California, and we decided why we don't put our skills together and try to replicate this story many times, why we don't try to help other companies to do the same. So we founded Disruptive Academy, and today, together with you, I will tell a bit about this.
Henrique, any comments? Felipe, any comments? Okay.
What Godin was doing in California, just to know?
We were at Berkeley. We were at Berkeley University in California. We spent a week together doing some executive education course on University of California, and then I met Alessio and some other guys, and it was a great story.
And in the reality, we were drinking beers and seeking for girls, but we always tell the story about executive education. Yeah.
Excellent. I'm taking note of that. Okay. Next question is, what is your involvement with technology?
Oh, wow. A short answer. I basically based all my life on technology because I was studying information technology. Then I was trying to put this into practice. I worked for an Italian company for a while because I'm from Italy. Then I tried to apply to something different. And I don't know, when I was a kid, I dismounted the fridge at home and my father almost killed me. So love for technology was basically always there, and still is there.
Nice. And what is your perception on digital transformation that is happening right now?
What can I say? It's something that many people think is company B2B driven or companies driven or I don't know Amazon driven. In the reality, I really think it's people driven, you know, because we change the way we do stuff. I mean, even today we are doing this from different countries at the computer. We are not in the room with a bunch of people. We buy in different way. We listen to music in different way, and if you are a company, you invoice your customers in different ways. So that doesn't matter really which job you do. The people changed, and this is what, in my opinion, is driving digital transformation. It's not stoppable.
Exactly. You can put the cats back in the bag, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So how your coworkers are handling the home office, the new situation that is taking place right now, the new normal?
Yeah, you know, I think for us it was pretty easy. I mean, in Disruptive Academy, we are located in different countries. So we are a team. I'm in Italy, currently in Croatia, but usually in Italy. Felipe is in Brazil. Luana is in Moscow. Diego is in Madrid. So we born into a situation where we work smart working, and we see each other only once a time. Also, in my other company, Sababa Security, yes, we are a small team, but we are almost like 90% Italians. But anyway, we are from different cities, so it was quite easy. I really think that for all the young company, it was very easy. And talking with my customer, I understand that this situation, this pandemic, unfortunate and very critical situation, there are a lot of negative aspects, obviously, but if we stick to the innovation that came out, I think it opened the eyes to a lot of HR officers, a lot of entrepreneurs, because when they were telling, oh, no, you need to come to office, you cannot work from home, blah, 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 blah. Now they have the proof that this is the same effective. Have you ever heard about somebody telling you, oh, I'm desperate because my employees from home are not working? Nobody's telling this. Everybody are happy. They're just saving energy in office. So.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And money.
And money, obviously, yeah.
And if you allow me, also quality of life, you know, because people are happier, they are closer to their family, you know, it's a new age, of course. So how do you see, you know, this new age, and what would you recommend for people to enter for once in the digital world?
Oh, complex question. What can I say? I really think that now probably we should just let stuff happen. So focus more on results than on the way. So I don't know if your company is producing, I don't know, refrigerators. Let's focus on building refrigerators without forcing people to do it from office. If they can do it from home, their task, let them do. And to companies, what I can tell, it's I think dematerialize whatever you can dematerialize. Do digitally whatever can be done digitally. Obviously, if you are a manufacturing company and you need to produce goods, you cannot not produce them. So that's okay. But if you are a service company or whatever is not production, just do it digitally. Let's forget about all the standard process and procedure. Let's not try to modify them. Let's think out of the box like they never exist. And also, I think this is the right moment for associations, for group of entrepreneurs, I don't know, workers community, to make some push on governments, on legislators to make everything more digital. Because sometimes, especially in some countries, what it's really a bit old school. It's when you need to do with public stuff, you need to put stamps and signs and go and back. And only people again can push the government to make everything more digital. Once the life is more digital, I was impressed. I was living 5 years in Russia, and then I came back to Italy. And now, due to COVID, I was able to change the address of my residence completely digitally without going to any office. Seems like a stupid thing, but on average, can you imagine how much time people and companies lose in bureaucracy every year? So if we can digitalize all this stuff that are very quickly digitalizable, it will be a great success.
Okay.
Cool. The questions is that Alessio, do you have the something to share with us about the academy, Disruptive Academy? Can you explain more? What is that? What do you do?
Sure, guys. Sure. Yes. If you don't mind, I can share a couple of slides. I have a lot, but I will share what is. I always come with a lot of slides. Here we are. So, Disruptive Academy. Yes, I think you can see my screen. I think the claim is really clear. Challenging the status quo, changing, discuss, be the the bad person who try to understand what's wrong in how we are doing things right now. How can we do them better? If somebody tell us, oh, the things are already perfect, we don't need any improvement, we think it's bullshit because everybody needs improvement. I don't know if I could say bullshit, sorry.
Yes, you can. It's our channel, you can.
Okay. Bullshit. So what we do corporate education and consultancy. It's me and Felipe are two of the co-founders. As I said before, we have a team in Floripa, and we have Luis, we have Felipe, we have some other guys, and then we have Luana in Moscow, we have some guys, Diego and Alberto, collaborating with us from Madrid. So we have quite a good team. And if I need to tell in a nutshell what we do, we try to give to companies tools to innovate. And I don't know if it's okay for you, but what I was thinking while I was preparing for these short sessions with you guys, that when you talk about innovation, when you talk about consulting, a lot of times it really sounds like bullshit. It really like some talks that are not applicable to companies. So when companies, maybe small businesses, small entrepreneurs listen about innovation, they will look at me in this picture and say, wow, another guy who's telling me how to do stuff I already perfectly know. So what I was thinking, if you agree, I just wanted to share a bit of tips and tricks that we give to companies to innovate, just to show to people that will watch this session how the stuff we are giving are practical. Because the idea from where me and Felipe started to build this stuff was not to be to selling some very not concrete stuff, but to give to customers, even small customers, small companies, with few times something very, very quick to use that can maybe change their business, make it, more profitable, or making it, better, more shining, disruptive, but not only with nice words like disruptive, but with some practical tips. So if you're fine with this, I can share with you some of these tips.
If you could include something related to innovation laboratories, it would be perfect.
Yeah, sure. Perfect. So, when I start to talk to people about innovation, I always start from what a company must have to start this journey. What are the stuff that you cannot live without? If you start without this stuff, you'll fail. So, what is important? It's important to have the support from executive, yes. You must have the innovation team, even a small one, even a person, but fully dedicated to this. You must have an innovation hub, internal or external, to support you, to support new initiatives, and right tools. And when I say right tools, I don't mean something really, how to say, crazy or complicated, but I mean something very, very simple. Let's look at this point one by one. If you think I'm telling something wrong or I'm talking too much, just stop me anytime. So when I talk about C-level supports, I think this is the most important stuff, because I see a lot of companies dramatically failing here. Sometimes companies say, okay, let's start innovation programs, let's build activities, let's stimulate people to build ideas, let's, find startups, let's make a call, let's work with the local innovation hub from the university, blah, 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 blah. And they don't plan any budget for sustaining the good idea that they will eventually find. So they put up a big program, then after, 6 months, they find externally, internally, doesn't matter, a great idea. And then what happened? That they have the idea, they didn't think that the idea would need the money to sustain it, to test it, to do MVP, and so on and so forth. And they need to go to management and say, oh, we have the idea, we need the money to test it. And then the management, maybe, CSO will tell yes, CEO will tell no. And meanwhile, they are trying to understand how to move it on. The people with idea will just change their job and implement the idea somewhere else. So this will be, and this is like a story that we saw in many companies, nice initiatives, no clear approval from management to sustain the idea once you find them, and then great fail. Not good for you, not good for the company. Second point, avoid the too much involvement from management also. Here's a clear example. Company is doing, washing machines from 3 generations, and they are super cool in washing machines. But washing machine is a commodity, and they want to build something new. The washing machine who is, flying. And what happened? That there is a team who is trying to make something new. If this team need the approval of the management every time they need to go to pee, they will always stuck. Why? Because probably 95% of revenues of the companies come from washing machine, 5%, maybe 1%, maybe 0.5% from the new stuff. So management will put 0.5% of their time on this new stuff. So if you need to get approval from management of each step, it will be disaster, because it will kill velocity, it will be super slow, and being slow is the first enemy of innovation. So it's very important to have the management involved, they need to have a buy-in, they need to be informed, they need to plan a budget and approve it, but they should have a person focused on innovation that they trust, that can decide how to invest with money, how should report to them, how often, and blah, 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 blah. If not, it will be another disaster. The key stuff here is about finding the right balance, yes? So management should approve people, resource, budget for innovation. the leader of the innovation team should be dedicated to this, and he should be a board member, a board -1, let's say an executive. If he is board -6, nobody will ever listen to him. It will be a small division in the company that nobody gives a shit, and again, it will fail. And when companies think about the budget, it should be like a budget for the innovation program itself, and this budget should be fully owned by the innovation team. I mean, resources to sustain innovation programs, payroll, events, venture activities with venture partners, some marketing. It can be nuts for a small company. And then there should be a budget to invest in innovative ideas or innovation projects. And this budget should be at least approved once a year from management, but there should be, as I said before, some pre-approved budget. Why the team should be dedicated? Because if not, we always have a lot of urgent stuff to do, and if nobody is dedicated to innovation, today I wanted to do innovation, but my colleague called me because the production stopped and I need to help him. Or tomorrow I wanted to do some stuff about innovation, but the boss was mad because of an error of accounting and I helped him. And every time we stuck. So people dedicated to innovation, 1, 2, 3, 10, depending on the size of the company, and these people should have very concrete KPIs. I mean, ideas they scouted, ideas they verified, conversion rate to project, and from project to dollars. For dollars, what I mean? I mean more revenues, so new product line, I don't know, or savings because they made an internal process more efficient. I don't know, we are producing, again, washing machines, and these guys find a way to produce washing machine with less cost. Fantastic. And Innovation Hub. What is Innovation Hub? It's the house of the new projects. So let's go back to our washing machine business. It's the first time I used this washing machine example. It's not the best one, but let's go on with this. Let's think we are producing this washing machine, and then there is innovation team. They brainstorm, they look for ideas, and the head of engineering of washing machines come up with a very good idea. A very good idea to make, I don't know, some new stuff. I don't know, portable washing machine that you can bring with you and use it at the picnic. And you cannot tell to the big production of the company, start to produce also this stuff with the normal company processes. So, I don't know, the accounting, building the SKUs, the agreements with distributors. It will be tons of bureaucracy and it will die. You need a safe environment to grow ideas where you have a mini departments with few people, and these few people, they take care they take care of the specific project. So instead of having production in production, business in business, marketing in marketing, accounting in accounting, you have a small team that is building this new stuff and they are doing everything. At least for the seeding projects when they are very early stage. If the project is growing and they are building first revenues to company, first savings together, sometimes companies think, okay, I'm doing 10 billion per year with washing machine, and now I'm doing 50K with the small portable washing machine. And what they do, they apply the same processes of the washing machine to the portable one, and they kill the project. They kill it because this is a small business. And when the company was so small, there were much less procedures. And if you put this small business in the environment of the big and consolidated business, you will kill it. You will kill it because there will be, I don't know, too much effort for quality assurance, I don't know, too much bureaucracies, approvals, complex projects. You need to buy in all the management approvals and so on. So when the project is still growing, but it's not big enough to be put in the main portfolio of the company or in the main, I don't know, saving division of the company, whatever, it should be in the place where it needs special attention. And this place is basically the innovation hub. The innovation hub could be inside the company or could be done together with Disruptive Academy or together with, I don't know, local association of the university, whoever can help you to streamline the activities of these small projects. And right tools. What I mean for right tools, you need different tools for different stages, yes? So basically, if you ask a person in finance to calculate a P&L of a project, they have a tool and do it. If you ask an IT person to calculate the cloud workload needed for the launching of the digital platform of the company, they will do. If you ask a salesperson about his pipeline, he has the tools, I don't know, Salesforce or another CRM, and they will do. And then innovation is more or less the same. You need the right tools and you need for different stages. So if you want to stimulate internal people to submit the idea, you need to have the right tools. If you need to help them to create a business plans, to structure the idea, you need tools. If you want the people to take care of the project in the right way, to do proper planning, you need the tools. And if you want to do open innovation and work with startups and startup ecosystem, you need the right tools. What we do in Disruptive actually is to also provide these tools to companies. And today I have a few examples, basically. Few examples. So, and the tools depends on which kind of innovation you are seeking. You want to innovate fully internally. You want to put more money in your R&D. You want to stimulate more people to bring idea. You want to focus on external innovation. So you want to work with startups, with ventures, what you want to do. The important is to find the right mix. That can be slightly different for each company. There is no perfect recipe. In innovation, always, if somebody comes to you with suggestions and tools, welcome them. If somebody comes to you with solutions, they usually are bullshitters. So don't believe in ready solution. It doesn't work. Every company needs his own recipe. So a lot of companies focus only on internal innovations. They try to say, oh, we are on the market from 30 years, we owe 50 years, whatever years, we always developed our products internally, we have very good R&D, let's focus only on internal innovation. And they spend a lot of money, build incubators, stimulate employees to bring new idea, and then after 1, 2, 3 years, there is no tangible results, so they didn't make any saving, they didn't launch any big project or big enough to be considered in the company, and the management lose his attention to the innovation, and the project is closed. Internal innovation is obviously very important because you engage colleagues, you motivate them to stay in the company, showing that they can bring new stuff, because nobody knows your business better than you, so you can build, you can make disruptive idea, but it's slow and it's very expensive. I took a report made from IESE Business School in Barcelona, and it shows how long it takes for a company to bring a new idea using innovation processes and tools. And as you can see here, incubator, so what is usually used to stimulate and grow internal ideas, it's one of the stuff that requires more time. While, for example, hackathon, venture business, challenges, ventures, accelerator, scouting, they require even less than 1 year. So why is it important to find the right mix? Because maybe meanwhile you're working on your internal structure, meanwhile you are trying to build innovation internally, meanwhile you are changing the culture in your company and all this stuff, you can look outside, find some good stuff from outside, this good stuff that you find outside, and then we will see it a bit later what to do with this stuff. It will help your management to see some results, so continue to invest in innovation. People see that the company, maybe the 50-year-old company, can do new stuff and engage more all employees at any level, and stimulate people more to build more internal ideas. So this is why I was telling that the right mix is very, very important. So what I think, big companies can do everything. Small and medium companies can say, okay, let's do internal stuff and let's take a company, obviously Disruptive Academy, because we vote for ourselves, but any external company, credible, professional, with good track record, with experience, that will support you with open innovation, with external innovation, and to provide actionable result. When you work with external companies, always work with a success fee. So some companies, especially traditional consulting companies, BCG, Ernst & Young, Accenture, all these people, they come to you and tell, oh, I want 1 million to do your innovation program. That's maybe can be successful, but in my opinion, not the best way to spend 1 million. Yeah. What is nice is that good companies like DA, but there are several of them, they can come to you and say, listen, to build your innovation program, I have, I don't know, 50K of costs. So you pay me the cost. And then we decide some KPIs and put a success fee. And more the program is successful for your company, more you pay the consulting. Less is successful, less you pay. This is a good way to keep the consulting company stimulated, not to deliver to you the job you paid off, but to make you successful, to be sure that you engage, to be sure that if your management is low and not listen to the innovative ideas, you have somebody who is very motivated to push them and do it as a full-time job. Talking about internal innovation, the most common problem is that there are no ideas. So you are producing your washing machines, people are happy, they get their salary, they go home in the evening and I don't know, just spend their free time with friends or wife, family, and that's all. Nothing new in the company. All the days are the same. People are bored, looking for another job. Sad life. How to fix this? This is very difficult to fix, especially in the companies that are very successful with one product. There are some companies, they became very successful with something, and for them it's very complicated to change. What I really tell is to focus on what is called intrapreneurship. So, on average, in any company, at least 5% of people are natural innovators, and at least 1% are potential entrepreneurs that can build your next business from scratch. So, you need to inspire people, to make them to think out of the box. And this inspiration cannot be done by me, by Felipe, by the internal innovation guide. It should be done by the CEO. He should show how he built the company from the beginning, or how, I don't know, his father built the company, whoever built the company, how the idea at the time was out of the box, how they can build another out of the box idea nowadays, how he will support it. And this involvement is very important. Then ideas are 1% of innovation, yes? You can have 1 million ideas. If you don't have the right platform and tools, it will remain an idea. Maybe somebody else will implement it. So platform, program, expert networks, these stuff are all very important. What I said already. Inspire people is one of the most complex stuff. It's very company specific. Depends how far you are, how many people you have, if they are around the world or in the same place. But so it's very difficult to tell the right recipe. But you need to plan sessions with people. Show this is very important. Not talk about innovation in the last page of the company internal newsletter, but talk about innovation from the CEO or from management during the kickoff, during the quarterly business review, during the yearly event of the company, internally, externally. Show how the company needs people to build ideas, how nobody will judge them for bringing ideas. You bring an idea, it's good. We work with it, we check it, we help you to structure it. If it's not good, we just try it. After a lot of fails, success will come. Clear indication how to submit the idea, how they can get support, how ideas will be evaluated, how company will implement them. Create some kind of innovators club, yes? Some instant messaging channel where people can bring ideas, get support from middle management, quick feedback, build on top of the idea of others, talk a lot about innovation in companies' blogs, social channel, stimulate team leaders of each team to do some design thinking with the team, run some Innova days. So I love when companies do this. Sometimes when I talk about this, people look at me very bad, like, Alessio, you're stupid, this will not work. I always tell, let's organize Innova days. Small budget, company seller, something very easy. Out of working time, so people that are going, because if you do it during working time, people that just don't want to work, they go there. No. Out of working time, make a jam session where people can pitch their ideas without any rule or template. Evening, Saturday, do it creatively. This is something that, for example, will work. And after you stimulate people to raise ideas, you need to have a platform, yes? And the platform is not a tool, a software as a service that you buy in the internet. No. We have what is called disruptive box, innovation box, whatever. Small paper box. You put it in coffee break. You put it in public place inside the company. And inside there are templates, how to submit ideas, how to check them, whom can coach them, how they can check some assumption with, I don't know, finance or legal or whatever, the QR code to the instant messaging channel. At the same time, material should be available in a virtual box. So, especially now with coronavirus, the stuff, people can innovate at their home, basically. There is no problem. And in the box, there should be something like this. There should be written how the ideas will be checked. There will be a briefing, then somebody will help them to structure it better, they will make rapid evaluation. If it's good, there will be business modeling, and then project execution, and then one day portfolio integration. To show the full path from the beginning is very important, because people very often tell, oh, I don't bring ideas, I don't spend my time to think about new ideas, because then they will be trashed. Company will not make a product out of this. Company will not change the process because of my idea. If you show all the path, it will help, definitely. And then it should be some simple canvas to help people to structure the idea. So describe your idea, why you think is a good idea, what is the external or internal customers that will like it, whom you need to make this idea true. And you put some copies there in the box, you put some example of field stuff. Maybe you ask the CEO to make this stuff for the first idea he had when he built the company, something a bit inspirational, and tack. People will have a box at the coffee break with all the tools. And if they have an idea, they will definitely spend 10 minutes to try to fill out this stuff. It helps people to structure idea, yes? It's a bit of a filtering system also. We all know wild people, yeah? I know a lot of wild, crazy motherfuckers. and they sometimes seems they have crazy ideas, but they are very creative, zero structure. So they will look at this stuff and just don't do. Or maybe ask help for a colleague, build a small team. So this is a bit of a filtering system. And once the idea is structured, it will be the innovation team that will help the innovators of the company to move forward, to do better verification, to deep dive in the idea. How? With some kind of evaluation card. It can be different from company to company. Yes, it's another small, easy tool to help people to structure their ideas and to see if the idea is good or not. If the idea provides benefit to company, if the ideas makes it more, I don't know, attractive on the market or faster in production, I don't know. So here, people need to stay. What is the audience of this idea? What is the problem the idea is solving? How the problem is solved now? What will be different in the future? What is the magic inside this idea? Why it's unique? Why it's nice? Why nobody did it before? And a lot of stuff like this. This will help people to think and will provide to innovation team all the tools to decide if invest few money in this idea, to test the idea, to do an MVP. And again, in the box, you have all this stuff. You can put some frequently asked questions, inspirational materials, short video for management, whatever. And to show to people that once the idea is there and is structured, there is a clear process to move it forward. There is a support team, there is an expert network that can help people to make this idea something really real. Again, a lot of examples of tools, but I don't want to really bore you with this stuff. And I wanted to spend a few minutes more and then promise I will shut the fuck up about how to start to deal with external innovation, because people sometimes arrive here and they tell me, okay, Alessio, but you told us that internal innovation is low, and then you talk only about this. No, external innovation, quickly. Open innovation is very important. Why? Because it's fast, yes, but don't do it alone. I mean, if you are, I don't know, Amazon, you can do it alone. You can make a division of 2,000 people doing this. You can make your own CVC, corporate venture capital. You can do big M&A operation. But if you are a small and medium company, it's a bit more difficult to do so. And if your core business is to doing washing machine and you're doing it from 50 years, don't try by yourself to start to look for startups, because you will fail. You need a partner to do this. And this is what Disruptive Academy is helping companies to do. Help companies to understand where they want to innovate. For example, they want to sell washing machine, not through the traditional shops in the malls, but digitally. Not maybe to work with Amazon, but also with local digital channels to I don't know, to make their own stores. They want to expand portfolio. They want to simplify process. So before, it's important to identify the challenges of the company, where they want to innovate and why. Then ask to partner like us or whoever you want to help to launch an open innovation challenge, for example. And with limited amount of money, with a small investment, the partner can help to launch an online challenge using platforms to engage startups, provide list of projects, innovative projects, help you to qualify this project, check them, check the startups, the solution they have, why it's good for you. And if you spot something interesting, what to do. What to do? Let's start with what to not do, as I always do. Don't buy the startup. So you are, again, building your very beautiful washing machine based on the market. Then you find a startup that, I don't know, do super digital logistic and blah, 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 blah. And you acquire them. And then you put them in your process, you kill them. Bye-bye, kaput. No. Best option is make a commercial agreement with them. use their technologies, make an agreement again with a success fee, with KPIs, and say, listen, let's do business together for 6 months. If you achieve, if you provide me what you promised, I invest in you. I buy a minor stake. I promote you. I use my sales channel around the world to promote your solution, whatever. Small example of open innovation program. People think it's something very complicated. It's something really easy, yes? Understand why you want to innovate, in which areas, which are the targets. Then with somebody, scout for new ideas, identify which startups you need, in which stage they should have a product already, they should be in development, in MVP stage, do the open call, dissemination, talk about this, put it on startup platforms, do assessment, interviews. Once you find a big list of startups, sit with the company, sit with management, evaluate them from business perspective, from technical perspective, benchmark them, talk with your expert in the company on the field to check, I don't know, if they have the amazing domotic digital screen for the washing machine. Check with your department that is doing current user interface to see if it's really good or not, which are the constraints, blah, blah. Shortlist them, make a small event, talk with media about this. It will show you as innovative companies. And then make, I don't know, some event, take the best projects, give them a prize, make a contract with them, and then if you like them, invest in them. Fantastic. It can take, you see, basically in less than 1 year, you can be with the result. And this is like a proven example, not some bullshit. We have a lot of situations like this. So, just an example here. Company, by the way, quite a large company, spent around 100K USD, 200 startups were scouted, 12 shortlisted. It was a couple of years ago. 3 of them now are part of the portfolio of the customer, generating revenues. Probably much more than the 100K the program was costing at the beginning. So this was just, for me, an high-level overview of what we do with practical phase, not some bullshit we do A, B, and C, but this is a, say, small taste of what we do, the smell of what we do. I hope you liked it. If you have any question, guys.
No, it was very explanatory. Thanks a lot, Alessio. I don't know, Luis, do you have some question?
Well, I don't, but if you have, you just let me know and I'll tell him.
Oh, that's fine. Thanks a lot.
I'll just add something. Something Alessio talked at the first beginning. Don't forget, all of this is based on people. You know, you have to know your customer. You have to take out your ass out of the chair and go get out the building and talk to people. You need to understand first what's the job to be done. You need to understand what job are you trying to solve. What's the problem first. People usually concerned about about the answers. You should first concern about what's the questions. So what are you trying to solve before you build a big solution? Because we have these things that create something great and start to build and build a giant and goes to the market, try to sell. So you lose time, you lose money, and maybe there's nobody interested on your solution because you haven't talked to people. So I think the first thing is talk to people, try to solve a real problem, and then you use the right tools and technology on your favor. But the first thing is know your problem and talk to people.
I had the opportunity to translate a chapter for a book. It's going to be published next month. And they talk about exactly the same thing, that you should be able to, and the topic is related to startups, that if you want to get your business, your startup to scale, you have to first talk to people, understand and learn in the early beginning of this baby that is growing, and it's totally fine. I understand the concept. It makes a lot of sense when we get back to our houses inside a pandemic situation and home office. So people, right? Companies are made of people. So just communicate. I think that's it, right, Enrique? Yes. So, Alessio, it was a great pleasure. We really appreciate your time and participating in this important event for us. We are down here in the south of Brazil talking about technology and engagement. So it's, again, a great pleasure. Thank you very much to be part of this.
The pleasure was all mine, Luis, Enrique, Felipe. Thank you very much for involving me in this. Obrigado.
All right. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Thanks, Gondin.
Thank you.